first of which to be Dash Hancock.
Good afternoon, Crabs fans around the world and around the block listening on the World Wide Web and on the radio. Crabs Baseball is on the air. Benjamin Schaefer along with Liam Warner, and we're thrilled, excited, and in anticipation of today's afternoon game between the Crabs and the Healdsburg Prune Packers. The Crabs trying to salvage one game of a three-game series that really hasn't gone the Crabs' way at all so far. 2 games the Crabs have dropped. They really had a chance to win in both games and just were unable to come through on Friday night and then again yesterday. Errors and just miscues and that sort of thing really hurt the Crabs.
Yeah, and I think this Prune Packers team is really good. They forced the Crabs
to do very good.
A lot of mistakes that they wouldn't otherwise make. So yeah, it's been a tough series. Hopefully they can salvage the final game today. The good news is that last night the Medford Rogues were able to beat the Lincoln Potters. So the Crabs remain a game ahead of the Potters in second place. So they really need to take advantage of that. The current situation in the Pacific Empire League, of course, Healdsburg is first. Crabs are second at 14-7. Lincoln is at 13-8, a game back of second place. As I said, the Potters will play the Rogues tonight at 6:05. And so hopefully the Crabs can take care of business today.
Yes, let's hope so. For the Crabs, it's Sean Carey on the mound, a left-handed pitcher. And let's see, I'm sure we have some stats on Sean somewhere.
Yeah, Sean Carey, late addition to the roster. This is only his 4th game. Second start, 6 innings pitched. In those 6 innings has given up 4 hits, only 2 runs, walked 7, struck out 5, 1-0 record.
Yeah, he's been good. All right, let's give you the starting lineups for the opposing teams. Liam, you want to give us the lineup for Healdsburg?
Of course. The starting lineups are sponsored by Compass Community Credit Union and the North Coast Co-op. Leading off for the Prune Packers will be the second baseman, Max Martinez. Batting second will be the left fielder, Alex Leopard. Batting third will be the first baseman, Logan Sutter. Batting fourth will be the third baseman, J.C. Osorio, a guard. Batting fifth will be the right fielder, Blake Grimmer. Batting sixth will be the designated hitter, Jake McCoy. Batting seventh will be the catcher, Hideki Brother. Batting eighth will be the shortstop, Kate Campbell. Batting ninth will be the center fielder, Jay Souza. On the mound for the Prune Packers will be Alec Ballardis.
All right, thank you, Liam. For our Crabs, Keenan Morris leads it off at shortstop. Tyler Howard in right field bats second. Cameron Sewell at second base bats third. Adam Enyart will be the cleanup hitter batting DH. Houston Hirschkorn at third base bats fifth. Tate Medikoff at first base bats sixth. Logan Forsythe will catch and bats seventh. Jacob Pappas in left field bats eighth. Timmy Reed in center field bats ninth. So here's Maximo Martinez to lead it off for Healdsburg. It's his first appearance in the series. Crabs in their home whites. The Prune Packers are in their sort of camouflage. And there's a pitch outside. Want to know? Who are the umpires today, Liam, if we really want to know?
I know that Justin Islas is at home plate. He's a regular umpire here.
The 1-0 is high and outside.
And then at first is Salvatore Banda, and at third base is the very popular in this ballpark, Vicente Gutierrez.
Going to keep our eye on him. 2-0 the count. Swing and a miss at a fastball away. 2-1. Nice day in Arcata. It was sunny earlier. Now the fog has rolled in a little bit. Some low clouds, but still a warm afternoon. 3-1 the count now to Martinez. Not as much sun as we had earlier, but I suspect it'll burn off. Not much wind to speak of at the moment, but it usually does pick up later in the game. 3-1 the count. Casey with a long look in. Now he sets. And the pitch. Inside. Oh, called strike on the inside corner right on the line. It was a ball according to TrackMan, but a close pitch. And the count goes full. Martinez, Leopard, and Sutter here in the top of the first for Healdsburg. The 3-2. Hit high in the air, foul, and out of play. I did see some of the fireworks as I was leaving the ballpark last night. It looked like a pretty good show.
Hey, you didn't stick around for fireworks here at the ballpark. You said you've seen fireworks already, so.
Yeah, yeah. 3 and 2. It's funny because when I was a little kid, I just lived for fireworks. I mean, I would save up money for weeks before the patrol. I forked to buy fireworks. 3-2 hits him. And now I'm kind of indifferent.
Your attention, please. Ann Brown has
So Martinez will go to first.
in the red barn, the merch barn that was
And
found in the park. If you're missing stuff,
Prune Packers have the leadoff runner aboard.
and describe the claim. Next up, left fielder number 5, Alex Leopard.
Here's Alex Leopard. Leopard last night was 0 for 3. Did draw a couple of walks. And on Friday night, he was 1 for 3. Left-handed hitter. And the pitch. Fastball taken for a strike on the outside corner. The 0-1. Another good fastball on the outside corner. 0-2. Two great pitches right on the black. Look at first. Casey deals. The 0-2 is outside of fastball. I don't think he's thrown anything but fastballs so far, Liam.
I think you're right. Hey, if it's working.
That's right. 1-2 to Leopard. And that pitch misses way outside. 2-2. Martinez over at first, nobody out. This Prune Packers team doesn't do a lot of stealing, as far as I can tell.
You know what I noticed is that they're a lot more aggressive in Healdsburg.
Really. 2-2 pitch. Breaking pitch right over the heart of the plate. Called strike 3. Happy trails. 1 away.
They were really aggressive first couple of games in Healdsburg at least. And this series here in Arcata, they have not been as aggressive on the bases.
So here's Sutter. He had a double in 4 at-bats last night, and he was 0 for 4 on Friday night. And he fouls that one out of play. Good fastball in on the hands. The 0-1. Oh, backdoor slider just missed outside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, rides high. Two and 1, the count to Sutter. Martinez still over at first. And the 2-1. Backdoor slider misses again. 3-1. From the set, 3-1 pitch. Hit foul down the first base line, dashing over his Medikoff, and he's not going to make a play. It was a long run, no real chance to catch it. Let me give you the defensive arrangement for the Crabs, by the way. Here's Sean Carey's on the mound. Logan Forsythe is catching. Tate Medikoff at first. Cameron Sewell at second. Keenan Morris at shortstop. Houston Hirschkorn at third. Jacob Pappas in left. Timmy Reed in center, and Tyler Howard's out in right field. 3-2, runner is going, and the pitch is swung on and missed, and Forsythe drops the ball. So it's a strikeout, stolen base. And with 2 away, here's Agard.
Next up, third baseman, number 17, J.C. Agard.
J.C. Agard last night had a double in 2 at-bats. He also was hit by a pitch twice and walked. And then Friday night, he was 2 for 4 with a home run. And he lashes that into left field, but over there to get it is Pappas, and that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, a runner left for Healdsburg at the end of half an inning. We are tied at 0. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the ballpark. For the Crabs in the bottom of the first inning, it'll be Morris, Howard, and Sewell against Alec Belardes, right-hander on the mound for the Prune Packers. Belardes is catching. Hideki Prather is catching. Logan Sutter at first. Maxico Martinez at second. J.C. Agard at third base. Cade Campbell at short. Alex Leopard in left. Jay Souza in center. And Blake Grimmer in right field. So here's Morris. Had a double in 4 trips last night. And was 0 for 4 on Friday night. So Morris has been quiet in this series pretty much.
I think it's really important for the Crabs that they jump out in front first.
Morris is a big part of the Crabs offense if we can get him going. And there's a fastball taken for a strike on the inside corner from Belardes, 0-1.
Last 2 games, the Prune Packers scored first. Of course, the Crabs were able to tie it up on Friday and then take a brief lead last night, but unable to win.
The 0-1 misses inside, 1-1. Yeah, unfortunately, they got to Cameron Sasto last night, which is a rare thing, but the 1-1 is a strike on the outside corner.
Keenan, of course, if you've been watching the Crabs this season, you know how good he's been. .326 batting average, 17 RBIs, 1 home run, 20 walks, 18 stolen bases.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Morris is gone. 1 away. Here's Tyler Howard. Had a big night Friday night. Last night, he was 0 for 4. I think that, you know, one difference in these teams, to be honest, is just the pitching depth.
Yeah.
I mean, Healdsburg is deep, pitching-wise. Yeah, they threw 2 guys out there last night that were, you know, I mean, they'd be aces on the Crab staff.
I think on Friday
First
they
pitch
only
misses.
used 2 pitchers.
Yeah.
Maybe 3, but
They're deep. The 1-0. And that pitch misses high, 2-0.
I mean, not only are they deep, I mean, if they're deep and they only have to use 2 guys per game,
yeah,
I mean, they're set.
Yeah, that explains why they're what, 19-3.
Yep.
Here's the pitch, tapped foul, up against the backstop. The Crabs have been in both games, and honestly, the Crabs should have won Friday night, and you can argue that they should have won last night.
Yeah. And like all the umpiring controversy last night, it
didn't really affect the game.
It didn't affect the game.
No. 2-1 is tap foul over towards Healdsburg's dugout.
Crabs would have lost whether all that stuff happened or not.
No, it didn't matter, no. And honestly, the calls at home plate, the strike zone was great last night. They did a great job.
Strike zone, according to our TrackMan, was really good.
2-2, grounded out to short. Campbell bubbles, and he won't have a play. That'll be an error on Campbell.
Arabella Holbrook.
So here's Sewell with Howard over at first.
Next up, second baseman, number 11, Cameron.
Well, Sewell's been the best hitter on the Crabs this season. 381 batting average, 34 RBIs at second on the team, 7 home runs, first on the team, 23 walks, 20 stolen bases.
Takes a fastball low, 1-0. Although Howard has been the hottest hitter lately.
I mean, if there's one issue or weakness with this Crabs lineup is that they're very streaky.
And they don't get hot all at the same time.
Yeah.
That's the other problem.
The Crabs' best hitters, they're very streaky.
They are. The 1-0 misses inside, 2-0.
I mean, if Adam Enyart and Cameron Sewell were hot at the same time, the Crabs wouldn't lose.
That's right.
I mean, it would be over.
But it hasn't worked that way.
Nope.
Enyart was hot early, then he cooled off. Sewell was hot, now he's cooled off. 2-0. Grounded out to second base. Tossed to second for the force there, back to first, and it's a 4-6-3 double play to end the inning. For the Crabs, no runs, there were no hits, there was an error and nobody left, and at the end of one, we're tied at 0. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the ballpark. Tied at 0 in the top of the second. It'll be Grimmer, McCoy, and Prather for Healdsburg. I have Grimmer batting. Am I wrong?
I also have Grimmer.
Okay. So here's Grimmer, and he hits a ground ball over to first base. Backhanded by Medikoff. Tossed to Casey covering, and there's one away.
That was right fielder number 19, Blake River.
So here's McCoy, the DH.
Number 9, Jake
McCoy didn't play last night. Friday night, he was 0 for 3. And the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line, giving chase is Howard near the line, and he has it. Right in fair, just in fair territory for out number 2.
Well, he almost overran that baseball.
He did almost overran it. He had to make a little leap at the end there to catch it.
Tyler
almost went
Howard's
over his head.
A little too fast for his own good.
He's a fine right fielder, man.
Oh, yeah, he's been fantastic.
So here's Prather. Prather didn't play last night, but Friday night there's a line shot in the right field that's going to drop in front of Howard. So a 2-out single. And here's Cade Campbell, the shortstop.
Next up, center fielder number 2, Cade Campbell.
Howard wisely let that ball drop in front of him. Here's the pitch and check swing. They peel it first, but he did not go around. It was just inside. That was the change. Looks to me like Casey has 3 pitches, a slider, a change, and a fastball. Here's the 1-0. That's grounded over to first. Medikoff takes it to the bag himself, and that ends the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, a runner left at the end of an inning and a half. Healdsburg 0, Crabs 0. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 107.3 FM. We're back. Thanks to Baywood Golf and Country Club and the Big Blue Cafe. Visit the Crabs' favorite Big Blue Cafe on the plaza in Arcata, serving breakfast and lunch all day. Welcome home to the Big Blue. Also, Crestmark Millwork, a local manufacturer of custom cabinetry and millwork for commercial projects throughout California and Oregon, creating signature elements of extraordinary spaces since 1997. Crestmark is committed to promoting a healthy and productive society by investing in relationships with employees, local communities, suppliers, and customers. And the art to leave it off for the Crabs, then Hirschkorn and Medikoff in the bottom of the second inning, tied at 0. Crabs trying to salvage one game of this 3-game series. 2 tough losses in a row. Here's the pitch, and he waves at a breaking pitch from Velarde's 0-1. The 0-1 fastball misses low and outside. The 1-1 is outside. I'm not buying any more 50-50 tickets. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Slider on the outside corner for a strike, 2-2.
Well,
I bought $5 worth last night and got nothing.
Today's the day you would have won.
Never again. 2-2 the count. Slider misses away. The count is 3-2. I mean, I've been playing for what, 20 years now? 25 years.
Today
I've
would have
never
been
once
the day.
won. Maybe I should get some.
Yeah, maybe you should.
3-2 is called. Strike 3 at the knees, and Yart's gone.
Oh, that was a perfect pitch, right on the corner.
1 away.
Next up,
Here's Hirschkorn.
number 22, Houston Hirschkorn.
Hirschkorn was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts last night, and he was 1 for 5 on Friday.
Batting .277, 13 RBIs, 8 walks, 3 stolen bases.
And the pitch. Slider away. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Pitch down at his knees. One and one the count. And that's a breaking pitch right over the heart of the plate. Great pitch. 1-2 now to Hirschkorn.
I don't mean to slap you. You guys work really hard. So I hope I do it justice for you guys.
The 1-2. Way outside. 2-2. It seems like maybe the Crabs need to be a little more aggressive at the plate against these guys because they throw strikes.
Yeah,
2-2.
you might be right.
Here's the pitch, and he taps that one foul. I mean, that's easier, obviously easier said than done. And But it just seems like the Crabs are used to teams that don't throw a lot of strikes, and so they're, they work a lot of counts. But against these guys, I'm not sure that's the best strategy because they're in a lot of 0-2 holes.
Yeah. Well, the third base coach, Jeff Giacomini, he runs the offense, and I'm sure there are conversations being had between him and
Sure there are.
all the hitters.
And, of course, Healdsburg's pitchers are throwing some great pitches. So.
Oh, yeah, the pitchers have been really good.
Next pitch misses outside, 3-2.
Got to give credit where credit's due.
Absolutely.
I mean, Healdsburg's been the better team the first two
certainly
games.
have, yeah.
There's no doubt.
The 3-2. And he waves at strike 3, a slider away, 2 away. That's what I mean, though. See, they get in these holes, and then they have to swing at that pitch.
Yeah. Well, who was it? The starter last night? Who had that
Yeah, he struck out 11
disgusting slider.
Yeah, well, he struck out 11.
Yeah.
So 2 in a row now for Bellardes, and here's Medikoff. And there's a fastball, misses high.
It was Matt Barnes who had the nasty slider last night.
And then the guy who came in after him was also really good.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, their pitching is really deep. The 1-0 is a strike on the inside corner.
And I've said this before on the broadcast many times. You have to give a lot of credit to their head coach and GM, Joey Gomes. I mean, he's the best recruiter in the league. I mean, by far.
Well, if you look at where
he
they're
gets a
coming
lot
from,
of talent.
The 1-1 is swung on a miss. You look at where all these guys are playing.
Yep.
I mean,
big schools, SEC, Big Ten. I mean, just big-time athletic conferences.
One and 2 the count. That's lined in the left field for a base hit. Medikoff continuing his hot hitting. He homered in last night's game.
Tate Medikoff has been red hot. Issue is we need some other Crabs to get hot too.
Yeah, I mean, like on Friday night, Howard was the only one who hit the ball. Yeah, I mean, he was super hot Friday night. He had a great night, but it wasn't enough. So here's Forsythe.
Yeah, Liam Forsythe came into the game last night after Cavanasaurus was ejected after saying one, I guess, really bad thing to the umpire.
And fastball, take the strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Liam Forsythe.
Yeah, you got to remember, he has my name.
You're the only Liam I recognize.
My name, Benjamin.
It's Liam Forsythe. Medikoff over at first. Here's the pitch to Liam Forsythe, and this is outside, 1-1.
Just think of my name, take out my last name, put Forsythe in there, and then got Liam Forsythe.
I just think they should rename him Logan to make it easier for me. 1-1
I don't know if his parents would love that.
Here's the pitch. This is low, 2-1. It's because we have another catcher who's Logan, right?
No. We have Nico Lombardi and Cavanasaurus.
Okay, so then I don't know why I'm calling him Logan. 2-1 to count. And the pitch is swung on and missed, 2-2. To be fair, I never really meet the players.
Yeah.
It's not like I know them personally. I mean,
well, if I didn't go on the road, I wouldn't really interact with the players much either.
I don't, I don't get a chance to meet them or talk to them. So I wouldn't know most of them if I saw. I'm sure I see them in arcade all the time and just don't know that they're ball players. The 2-2 fouled out of play.
Liam Forsythe's dad actually has come up, many times to say hi to us. Really, really good guy.
Yeah, we appreciate.
I know he's probably watching. So, thank you for your support.
Yeah, I'm sorry for calling your son Logan.
Well, we always love when parents come up to us and say hi.
That's
whether
the reason why we do the broadcast.
Home or on the road.
2-2 the count to Forsythe. Here's the pitch, and he hits that one high in the air to left field, playable. Leopard is there, and he makes the catch for out number 3. For the Crabs, no runs, a hit, no errors, a runner left, and at the end of 2, we're tied at 0. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the ballpark. Thanks to Cypress Grove Cheese, the leading producer of delicious artisan goat cheese, including Humboldt Fog, one of the most famous cheeses in the country. Proudly based in Arcata, Cypress Grove cheeses are available at cheese shops and grocery stores nationwide and online at cypressgrovecheese.com. There's nothing like that Humboldt Fog feeling. And also Charleston Tree Services, here to help you with your growing concerns. Their locally owned and operated family business has served homeowners and commercial property owners throughout Humboldt County since 2007. All right, is it Little League Day at the ballpark today? Is that what I heard?
It is Little League Day at the ballpark today. I don't see a whole lot of Little Leaguers, though.
I see them going around.
I see a few.
They're going around getting donations. I see that.
Well, of course, everybody should be donating to the local Little Leagues. Although, as a longtime Arcata resident, I'm partial to the Arcata Little League.
Souza to lead it off for Healdsburg, and there's a fastball low and inside from Sean Casey.
But all the local Little Leagues should be getting our full support.
Want to know the count? I loved Little League.
Oh, yeah, you were a Little Leaguer once.
I sure was. Fouled out of play, 1-1. That's as far as I got.
El Monte Little League legend.
That's right. That's right.
Down in the San Gabriel Valley.
Ball on the strike to count. The 1-1. Grounder foul. This will date me. My first team was the Senators. 1-2 the count. My first Little League team.
That's right.
Before that, I was on the Astros in Tiny League, but in Little League, we were the Senators. 1-2, which was kind of funny because the first baseball game I ever saw in my life was in person, was a Washington Senators game. The 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3 on the outside corner. Happy Trails, 1 away.
Perfect pitch right on the outside corner.
Here's Martinez, top of the order. Hit by a pitch, his first appearance.
What's your favorite Little League memory, Benjamin?
My favorite Little League memory. Here's the pitch. This is inside, 1-0. I was a pitcher in Little League, and I remember that I was pitching a no-hitter one time. Next pitch is a strike on the outside corner, and the right fielder dropped the ball on an easy fly ball. And
well, it'd still be a no-hitter.
I know, but I was mad because we ended up losing. I blew the no-hitter after that. But anyway, 1-1, swung on and missed. 1-2. And there was one team we could never beat. We could never beat the Indians. No matter how many times we played them, they always beat us. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts for Casey now.
Well, the Crabs used to play a team called the Fairfield Indians. I
That's
wonder
right.
if that team brought up any,
Not really,
bad
no.
feelings for you.
No, but I did love beating Fairfield. But I do remember, though, one of my favorite memories is I was out in left field one of my first night games, and somebody hit a ball, and I just never saw it. I heard it hit the fence behind me.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. I mean, I just looked up.
Yep.
And then I heard it hit the fence, and I was like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
Well, so you can empathize with
Absolutely.
the fielders here,
Sure.
Ball getting lost in the lights, and
Yeah, it happens.
happens all the time.
Happened to me. I had no idea where the ball was. The 0-1. Slider away. Check swing. Did not go round. I don't know what the fans are complaining about. He clearly did not break his wrists on that.
Yeah.
1-1 the count.
He did not, as the rule book says, attempt to strike at the ball.
He did not. The 1-1. Ooh, nasty slider on the outside corner. Great pitch. 1-2.
Technically, there's no rule book definition of swing or
not
no
really.
swing. The only
Yeah.
definition is attempt to strike at the ball, and the rest of it is kind of just,
It's a judgment call.
yeah.
The 1-2. Fastball misses away. 2-2. Sutter on deck. The 2-2 misses inside. 3-2. 3-2. Ball 4. Fastball just high.
Oh, Benjamin, I think I know why you're calling Liam Forsythe Logan Forsythe.
Why?
Somebody in the chat said Logan Forsythe is a retired major leaguer, played for the Padres and the Rays. I remember him, actually. He played not that long ago.
That's why. That is why. Because I keep confusing guys with major league players.
I was like, man, the name Logan Forsythe sounds familiar to me.
That's right. Thank you. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Sutter tonight today is 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Thanks, Garrett, for that.
Thank you, Garrett.
Piece of information.
For restoring my sanity to me. 0-1. A look at first. And he deals. Lined into center field. Past the diving Keenan Morris. On his way to third is Leopard, and he will make it. That'll put runners on the corners with 2 outs for Agard.
May not seem like a big thing, but good job by Timmy Reed to throw to second, not try to nail the runner at third.
Right. Yeah, it's the little
We've
things
seen the
that matter.
Crabs do that before.
Yeah, it's the discipline makes the difference.
But their most dangerous hitter is at the plate.
Yeah, Agard is 0 for 1, but he has homered in this series.
And I said this on Friday, if Agard was on the Crabs, he'd have the home run record. In fact, he'd have the home run record by 2 home runs. Is that 12?
Who knows how many he'd have in this park? Their park is bigger, isn't it?
When I was there, I didn't really see the dimensions. It looked like it was smaller, actually. It's kind of a combination baseball-football field.
I see. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
When you look out into the outfield at Recreation Park in Healdsburg, you can tell that there are football stands in the outfield.
Okay.
It's also used as a football field for the high school in Healdsburg, so it's kind of a funky dimension.
The 0-1, foul tipped, 0-2. All right, so he's ahead of Agard, 0-2. Runners on the corners, Leopard at third, Sutter at first. There are 2 outs. Big pitch here.
And I think just like Medford, the ball travels more.
I'm sure it does.
In Healdsburg, down south, warmer, less marine influence.
Runner goes. The 0-2 is hit foul past third base.
But, I mean, this guy is a really good hitter. I think he would, if he was on the Crabs, I think he'd have the record either way.
We might want to start thinking about stealing some of these guys next year.
I know.
Players obviously move around.
Yeah, I mean,
we have a lot to offer here. We have a beautiful ballpark.
We do.
We have a nice little community.
And
the weather's cool.
The players get provided housing, and
give them housing.
They're really taken care of.
0-2 the count. Runner goes. And again, the pitch is tap foul.
But, I mean, just like here in Arcata, the fan support in Healdsburg is really strong. And that community loves their team just like we love our team here.
Well, they have people
in
here.
Humboldt.
We have people here who are dressed all in purple. I'm sure they're they're Prune Packers fans.
They travel. I'm sure many Prune Packer fans are watching our stream. We appreciate that.
And now Casey steps off.
But it's a funny ballpark down there. It's all wood seating. It's all covered in the seating area.
The 0-2, breaking pitch. Oh, just misses outside. That's close pitch. The fans wanted it, but it is a ball. But
that's a pitch. If I was just watching the game, I would have thought that was a strike. But you look at the track, man, it was off the plate outside.
1-2. Casey sets, and runner goes. Hit in the air, foul territory, left side. It's going to drift into the picnic area, I believe. Yes. And so we'll do it again. So a great at-bat by Agard. He's fouled off some great pitches.
If the Crabs end up back in Healdsburg for the championship series, I do encourage fans to go down and watch the Crabs there in Healdsburg because it is a nice ballpark.
How far is Healdsburg from Santa Cruz?
I think we looked that up before. It's a little bit of a trek. But, yeah, it's always a fun ballpark to go to. Very historic, you can tell.
And the next pitch is a fastball. They throw down the third, and a good play by Hirschkorn to keep that from going into right field. That was not a great throw. So 2-2 now the count.
Prune Packers have actually been in operation longer than the Crabs, but not consecutively. The Prune Packers were started in 1921, but the Crabs have been operating since 1945 without ceasing operation.
And the next pitch is, hit high and deep to left center field, going, and off the base of the wall. That's going to score 2 runs easily, a stand-up double for Agard. And that puts Healdsburg out front 2-0. We were just lucky it didn't go out.
Yep, this dude's good.
And a great at bat, to be honest. I mean, he fouled off a bunch of good pitches before he got one to hit, and he mashed it when he got it. So here's Grimmer. It's 2 hours from Santa Cruz, 2.5 hours from Santa Cruz to Healdsburg.
I will say, you know, nothing against Recreation Park. It is not the best place to do a game from.
Here's the pitch. Fastball misses outside, 1-0.
Sitting in the stands and the viewing angles are not great. If you're watching the broadcast on YouTube in Healdsburg,
Forsyth out to have a word with Carey, who's, I don't think, very happy after that double. He had an 0-2 count on Agard.
No, I mean,
ended up giving up 2 runs. In fact, he had 2 outs. He struck out the first 2 batters he saw, and then he walked the leopard.
Just got beat by a better hitter.
The 1-0. Fastball misses away, 2-0.
Unfortunately, the Crabs find themselves playing from behind again, which is,
you know, and against this team with
wanted.
the pitching they have, I mean, it's really, it's not like when they've gotten behind 4-0 against other teams.
Yep.
Or, you know, they're not trailing 4-0 now, but I mean, we've had several games this year where they were losing 4-0 in the first.
Yeah, and you know, they could trail 4-0 against pretty much any other team they played and have a chance to come back, and they still have a chance here, but it's not as good of a chance.
The 2-1. Hit on the ground, the third, and it kicks off Hirschkorn's glove and in the left field.
That was a nasty hop.
Bad hop single. That just at the last second kicked right up on Hirschkorn. So that puts runners on the corners again. This time for McCoy, who flied out to center his first at bat. Excuse me, flied out to right his first at bat. And now here comes Giacone out to the mound. That was just bad luck right there.
Yeah, I know that's not a whole lot Hirschkorn could do. Eric Giacone used the acting manager last night for a good portion of the game after Robin Guyver was ejected, standing up for Cavanasaurus.
I've never seen
thrown
Robin
out from the game.
So angry as he was last night.
Yeah, me either. And honestly, if I was in his position,
I thought it was
I'd
just
be doing
fully
the same
justified
thing.
to be that angry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not going to dwell on it too much. I mean, we probably dwelled on it too much already, but because it didn't really affect the outcome of the game. But yeah, I would have done the same thing there.
So here's McCoy. And the pitch. Right over the heart of the plate for a called strike.
Oh, that's going to help the next time they're at bat. Thank you.
0-1. And the next pitch is hit hard, wide of third. 0-2 now to McCoy. He flied to right his first at bat. I think I already said that. So Agard at third, Grimmer at first. 2 runs are already in. And the 0-2 misses away. The 1-2 swung on and misgot him, hitting over. But Healdsburg comes up with a couple of runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 2 left. And at the end of 2.5, they lead 2-0. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the ballpark. Pappas, Reed, and Morris to bat for the Crabs in the bottom of the 3rd inning, trailing 2-0. Thanks to the North Coast Co-op and Compass Community Credit Union. Happy to point you toward a better banking experience. Visit their conveniently located branches in Arcata and Eureka or online at compassccu.org. That's compassccu.org. So here's Jacob Pappas.
Left fielder number 35, Jacob Pappas.
Pappas last night was 1 for 4.
Pappas offensively has been really good. He's one of the hitters that's not talked about very
Shows
much.
bunt and takes a fastball for a strike on the outside corner.
Not talked about a lot, but yeah, has great numbers. Batting .341 in 20 games, 14 RBIs, 1 home run, 9 walks, 8 stolen bases.
The 0-1 hits him on the back. So Pappas will trot to first. Crabs will take base runners any way they can get them.
Next up, center fielder number 3.
Well, they've had plenty of base runners in this series. They have not been able to drive them
They
in.
left 12 on base Friday night, man. That Friday night game,
That's the one they should have had, really.
So here's Reed.
I think last night Healdsburg was just flat out
I think they were
the
too,
better
yeah.
team.
But
I think Friday's the one you're going to look at.
And a pitch to Reed. He loops one into center field. That is going to drop. Throw to second, not in time. Pappas had to hold up, and it was a good job by Souza in center field to make like he was going to catch it, and then he let it drop. But the throw to second, not in time to get Pappas. And so now the Crabs got something going. Runners on first and second, nobody out for Keenan Morris. Morris struck out his first at bat. Crabs trying to come back after giving up 2 runs in the last half inning. Velarde sets, deals, shows bunt, and the pitch is high.
And the Crabs need to put up a crooked number.
They sure do.
In one of these innings. I don't think, tying the game is really going to be enough.
Pappas out at second, Reed at first. A look out there. Now Velarde's deals. And that's hit in the air to left center field. And that's going to be caught by the left fielder Leopard. Everybody's going to hold.
I think the one game the Crabs won in Healdsburg earlier this season, they put up 5 or 6 runs in one inning, and that was enough for them to get the win.
Definitely what they need here. So 1 out. Here's Tyler Howard.
Next up, number 17.
He reached by way of an error in his first at bat. See if the Crabs are aggressive on the bases here with Pappas at second and Reed at first. May try to pull off a double steal. Velarde's at the belt. Here comes the pitch. Lined into right field, but right at the right fielder, Grimmer, for out number 2.
Oh, that's tough. 103 off the bat.
Hit it right at him. So 2 away, and it'll be up to Sewell now. Sewell grounded into a double play his first at bat.
He's making requests.
Velarde's sets. Long look in. Now he deals. Breaking pitch in there for a strike on the inside corner. Good pitch. The 0-1. And he Hits that one down the left field line. Rushing over is Leopard, and a diving catch in foul territory for out number 3. A great play by Alex Leopard in left field to end the inning. And the Crabs' frustrations continue as they leave 2 on base. They trail 2-0 at the end of 3. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 107.3 FM. We are back. Thanks to North Coast Mercantile, family owned and operated, serving Humboldt County since 1951. North Coast Mercantile brings you a fantastic assortment of domestic import and craft beers, as well as wine, spirits, non-alcoholic beverages, and snacks. Check out the North Coast Mercantile's Titus trailer in the right field beer garden at the Arcata Ballpark, where they have 8 taps featuring local microbrews, wine, and cider. Top of the 4th inning. It's Liam's turn to call the game.
Somebody almost forgot.
And here's Liam.
Pitch to Prather is outside 1-0. If you want to do the whole game, I mean,
no,
be my guest.
No, I think the fans want to hear you.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but the 1-0 is low and inside 2-0.
I'm going to take this opportunity to get myself a snack.
Well, I guess you're allowed to do that.
Thank you.
2-0 is a fly ball down the right field line. It's going to drop just fair. And Prather's going to turn around first. He's going to head into second. A great throw to second. Very close. Prather just got in for a double. Wow, Tyler Howard in right field. He's been an outstanding outfielder.
Next up, number 2.
He's going to bring in Kay Campbell, but things are just not going the Crabs' way in this series.
Thank you, Ellen. I appreciate that.
'And we have a delay. I think they're clearing some equipment from the visiting bullpen out in right field. All right, we are ready to go. Pitch to Campbell, misses low and inside 1-0. If you missed the start of the game, I will give you the situation in the Pacific Empire League again. Of course, the Prune Packers come in first place, 19-3. The Humboldt Crabs, they are in second place at 14-7. 1-0 is a slow chopper down the first base line, picked up by Medikoff. He'll take it to the bag himself. One away. Over to third goes Prather. Runner at third, one out. I'll bring in Jay Souza. Crabs are in second place. Only the top 2 teams go to the Pacific Empire League Championship Series at the end of the month. That would be July 29th, 30th, and possibly 31st. Souza in the dirt, gets away from the catcher Forsyth, and that's going to allow Prather to come in, and it's 3-0 Healdsburg. So run in and a 1-0 count on Souza. 1-0 is low, 2-0. And that's going to be fouled off at the plate. 2-1. And so in third place, the Lincoln Potters sit at 13-8, one game back. The Medford Rogues did the Crabs a huge favor last night, beating the Lincoln Potters, I believe by a score of 3-2. 2-1 is popped up just to the right of second base. Making the catch is Cam Sewell, 2 away. And so, obviously, the game of great importance to the Crabs is the Medford-Lincoln game tonight in Lincoln. That game time is at 6:05 p.m. As Martinez steps in, pitches in there for a strike, 0-1. If you're a Crabs fan, you're going to want to watch that game tonight. Brian Welch does a great job broadcasting the Medford Rogues games on YouTube. 0-1 is popped up foul, not a play off to the right, 0-2. So 6:05, just do a search on YouTube for Brian Welch. The game should pop up, and encourage you to watch that game. Now, if the Crabs and the Potters end up tied in these standings, the Crabs have the head-to-head tiebreaker. The 0-2 is a fly ball down the right field line. Howard racing after it, and that ball is gone. Wow. I don't know how that got out. It looked like just a fly ball to right field, and then it just carried right over the fence. Solo shot for Martinez. It's 4-0 Healdsburg. And that's going to bring in Alex Leopard.
Next up, number 5, Alex Leopard.
So if the Crabs lose today and the Potters win tonight, again, they would be tied in the standings. The Crabs have the head-to-head tiebreaker. But things are getting tight. Pitch to Leopard for a called strike, 0-1. Crabs only have one more league series in the regular season this season. That is against the Medford Rogues next weekend. And if the Crabs lose today, that puts a lot of pressure on the Crabs to, really sweep that series. Pitch is fouled off at the plate, 0-2. I think they would really need a sweep. But maybe they could get it done 2 out of 3. It would depend on how things go in other places. I have not checked the Potters' schedule. I believe the Potters might be playing the Prune Packers again, which could work out for the Crabs if the Prune Packers keep playing like this. 0-2 is high and inside, 1-2. One, two, misses outside, 2-2. The Potters, they will be playing the Solano Mudcats Tuesday, the Prune Packers Wednesday and Thursday, and then the West Coast Kings Saturday and Sunday of next weekend. 2-2, check swing, peel down to third, he went around, strike 3, and that's going to do it for the Prune Packers. But unfortunately, they get 2 runs. Here in the top of the 4th, they lead 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to F and 9th here in downtown Arcata. Bottom of the 4th inning. Crabs trail 4-0. It will be Enyart, Hirschkorn, and Medikov against Alec Bellardis. Enyart is a ground ball right up the middle and through for a base hit. Just got through. Leadoff single for Adam Enyart.
Next up, number 22, Houston.
And that's going to bring in Hirschkorn. Hirschkorn is in there for a called strike, 0-1.
Clouds beginning to burn off, turning into a lovely afternoon except for the score.
It's very cloudy in a game sense for the Crabs. 1-0 is right on the corner.
It's not looking good,
strike,
that's for sure. It's not looking good.
Swung on and missed. It's 1-2.
Hirschkorn is 0 for 1. He struck out in his first at bat.
Runner goes. The 1-2 is a ground ball to the right side where the second baseman had vacated, but he moves over. Throw to first, not in time.
Oh, that worked out.
Worked out very good. On the play, Enyart goes to third. Enyart had a really big jump, and so he went for second, and then the second baseman vacated his spot to cover the bag, and that's exactly where Hirschkorn hit it. So first and third, nobody out. It's going to bring in Tate Medikov. It's been red hot. But the Crabs are going to need a big inning or a few big innings if they want to win this game. Medikov, outside 1-0. And a boxman called. Boxman called, and that's going to bring in a run. It's 4-1. And Joey Gomes is going to go out there, but not really to argue the call. He's
out to have a conversation with Bellardis.
You ask me what he did, I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the umpire make the call, but that's about all I got. Yeah.
I mean, if a balk is really obvious, I can see it, but it was not that obvious.
I have to
most of the time, balks are most of the time balks are really subtle.
Yeah, I don't know.
Really hard to see. So, a big credit goes to these umpires because they have to be able to spot them.
Well, they clearly see things the rest of us don't.
Oh, yeah.
Some of which are there and some of which are not. So.
All right, so a run in, runner at second now, and nobody out. Crabs need to take advantage of the opportunities that they're given. 1-0 is popped up, and coming in down the third base line is the third baseman. A guard to make the catch one away. That is not taking advantage of
no, it is not.
Opportunities. Thanks, Matt.
Next up, number 5, Liam Forsyth.
Liam Forsyth will step in. Forsyth. Ooh, this is outside 1-0. I could tell Justin Easauce, the home plate umpire, thought about it. Drops it right in there for a called strike, 1-1. 1-1, right down the middle again for a called strike, 1-2. Crabs will have an off day tomorrow, and then they'll welcome in Berkovich Honors Tuesday, Wednesday. And then, of course, a series that could be really big next weekend. Medford Rogues. 1-2 is swung on and fouled off the plate, 1-2. Unfortunately, the Rogue series becomes really important because the Crabs might not be able to win a game in this series. Of course, a long way to go here. But if they end up losing today, that series has a lot of pressure on it. 1-2 is ground ball through the left side for a base hit. Hirschkorn's going to be stopped at third by third base coach Jeff Giacomini. It's going to be first and third with 1 out.
Next up, number 35, Jacob Pappas.
It's going to bring in Pappas.
Pappas was hit by a pitch his first appearance.
Well, the Crabs have the tying run at the plate. Down 4-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Throw over to first, and Forsyth back in safely. First pitches, gets away, and coming in the play at the plate, and the catcher tags Hirschkorn out. I'm not sure that was a good decision by Hirschkorn to go. So he's out.
I'm pretty sure that was a terrible decision. Because,
2 unassisted.
because in this ballpark, you have to know that that's exactly what's going to happen on a wild pitch.
Yeah, and he's played plenty of games here. So on the play, Forsyth goes to second. Second and 2 down. Pitches, called strike, outside part of the plate, 1-1.
I mean, it wasn't even close. He didn't even get.
Yeah, you just.
I mean, that was just, they just threw away a run.
The story of this series has been too many of those mistakes by the Crabs. 1-1 is popped up, right field. Racing in is the right fielder, and then makes a nice basket catch, and that's going to do it here in the 4th. So the Crabs, they get a run, but overall they've wasted another good opportunity to make a big dent in this game. They trail 4-1 as we head to the 5th. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to F and 9th here in downtown Arcata. Top of the 5th inning. Crabs trail 4-1. Crabs Baseball is brought to you by U.S. Bank. U.S. Bank strengthening our local communities. Our commitments come to life through our people, programs, and policies. Together we can make a difference in the communities we serve.
Hang on a second. Is it number 1 at bat? 7. Thank you. Okay.
Still Sean Carey on the mound. Yep. Pop up out of play off to the right, 0-1. Logan Sutter at bat. It'll be followed by Guard and Grimmer. The one fouled off the plate, 0-2. I was mentioning earlier that the Prune Packers, they technically started operating earlier than the Crabs. They started in 1921, but they have not been continuously operating since then.
Do we know what years they were not operating?
I don't know. 0-2 is high and outside, 1 and 2. The Crabs started in 1945, and they are the longest continuously operating summer collegiate baseball team in the country. So I don't know when the Prune Packers weren't operating. The pitch is in the dirt, 2 and 2. Of course, you ask about 2020. Due to COVID, the Crabs organization was still operating as a business, but
and that doesn't count because nobody was playing in 2020.
There were no games played due to COVID, obviously. 2-2 is in the dirt. Count goes full, 3 and 2.
What a strange year that was.
Yeah, very sad summer. When you go to Recreation Park, you can tell how historic that place is. The 3-2 is a fly ball down the right field line. Howard racing after it towards the line and makes a nice catch. 1 away. He's tracking that ball for a while. He's going to bring in a guard.
1 for 2 with a double.
That double hurt.
Yes, it did. The home run hurt more.
Pitch to a card, yeah, inside, 1-0. Oh, we have a pinch hitter, actually.
Oh, this is...
This is interesting. I wonder if a guard hurt himself, because I cannot imagine a fly ball down the left field line just foul.
So this is Salvatore?
Yeah, Salvatore pinch hitting. Jack tells me he was a pinch runner, but I can't imagine Joey Gomes would be taking his best hitter out of the game. I mean, it's only a 3-run ball game. Something wasn't up, but I don't know. 1-1 in there for a called strike. It's 1 and 2. So we hope a guard's okay. 1-2 is popped up off to the left and out of play. 2 again, 1 and 2. From the Prune Packers' perspective, and it would not be good for them if they lost J.C. Osorio Ogard for any extended period of time. But again, we have no idea why he left the game. It could have been just a change. Pitches in the dirt, 2 and 2. Two called strike 3. Good pitch from Sean Carey on the outside part of the plate, 2 away. It's going to bring in Grimmer.
Happy 83rd birthday to Bill from all your family at Pace. We are happy to be here with you. Next up, number 19, Blake Grimmer. You should all be so lucky.
Pitch to Grimmer is a fly ball at the center field. Reed racing in. It's going to drop in front of him for a base hit. Let's go bring in Jake McCoy. By the way, I'm doing a plug. Of course, the end of crab season not that far away, but not that long after crab season ends, more local sports on these airwaves. College of the Redwoods football will be getting started at the end of August. Pitch to McCoy inside 1-0. First game August 30th. Myself and Mitchell Manji will be bringing you all home and away games, CR football, right here on these airwaves, 107.3 FM, 1340 AM. 1-0 in the dirt, 2-0. Make sure you tune in. The CR football team has been very good the last few seasons. Head coach Jason White has put together a great program, has some great assistant coaches. Garrett Montana joining his staff, so should be a great season for Woods. Throw over to first, and Grimmer back in safely. CR football got moved up to the top divisions. They will be playing some tougher competition. Should be a fun season, so make sure you tune in. August 30th, first game. Another toss over to first. August 30th, first game against Sacramento City College. All the home games, by the way, for CR football will be played at the Redwood Bowl on the campus of Cal Poly Humboldt if you want to watch them in person. The 2-0 is swung on and missed. 2-1. Inside, and it's 3-1. Swung on and missed. Count goes full. 3-2. Pitch outside ball 4, so Coy works the walk. It'll be first and second, 2 down. I'm bringing in Hideki Prather.
Next up at the plate, number 3, Hideki Prather.
Prather is fouled off to the right onto F Street. Or actually didn't make it to F Street, hit the fence bordering F Street. Zone what? Is chopped foul down the third base line, 0-2. By the way, one more note on College of the Redwoods football. The CR has a new athletic director, Ryan Bezio, formerly the head coach of the men's basketball team, now elevated to the AD position. Great to see him taking control of that program. 0-2 is called strike 3, and that's going to do it for the Prune Packers here in the 5th. They leave a couple on but fail to score. They lead 4-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to F and 9th here in downtown Arcata. I'm in the 5th inning. Crabs trail 4-1. It'll be Reed, Morris, and Howard due up. Alec Bellardis, great start. Again, I mean, pitching depth, this Prune Packers team is immense.
Well, as I said earlier, there's a reason they're 19-3.
That's right. And the clear favorites to win the championship again.
What's puzzling is how Solano Mudcats were able to beat them 5-1.
I know. I don't know how that happened. I mean, hey, here in the PEL, anybody can beat anybody on any given day. Hasn't happened a lot.
But
to
the
Prune
last
Packers.
place team beating the first place team?
Yeah.
That's
happened.
amazing.
Pitch to Reed is a line shot that gets under the glove of the shortstop and into left field for a base hit. 91 off the bat. Let's see what our official
That's a
scorer
hit.
says. Base hit for Timmy Reed.
And now leading the lineup for your Humboldt Crabs, number 9, Keenan Morris.
Leadoff single for Timmy Reed. They'll bring in Keenan Morris. Mr. Morris is fouled off to the left. Out of play 0-1. It's over to first. Reed back in safely. Over to first again, and Reed's back in safely. No disengagement rule here at the summer collegiate level, unlike in the major leagues. One is lashed through the right side. That's a base hit. Reed is gonna turn around second, then hit the brakes. So it'll be first and second, nobody out. And it'll bring Tyler Howard. It's been the story of this series, Benjamin. The Crabs have had plenty of traffic.
It's
But
true.
The
They sure
issue
have.
has been getting runs in.
That's right.
Will that change here?
Well, see, Howard's got a home run in the series, so.
He was red hot on Friday, and he was red hot in the series in Healdsburg earlier this season. The only exception was last night. Pitch to Howard is lashed to the left side, grabbed by the shortstop, throw to second for one, and that's all he's going to get. So Reed to third. Morris forced out at second. Howard reaches. Make it first and third.
Number 11, Cameron Sewell.
One out. They'll bring in Cam Sewell. Cam Sewell, the home run leader for the Crabs. And he is the tying run at the plate. Pitch to Sewell is line, just fouled on the right field line, 0-1. Krusty's here.
We need Krusty's mojo.
Maybe Krusty will get the offense going.
Yeah, we definitely need it.
Should see him soon if you're watching on the YouTube feed. 0-1 is in the dirt, 1-1.
Our very own Krusty sharing the ball game with us.
Throw to first, and Howard back in safely. One is low, 2-1. One is a ground ball through the right side. That's a base hit. Coming in to score is Reed. And the Crabs have cut the lead down to 2. It's 4-2. RBI single for Sewell. The second goes Tyler Howard. First and second with 1 out. That'll bring in Adam Enyart. And there's a time for Adam Enyart to get hot. It's right now. Although I think he had a big hit last night. Didn't he have the hit that at the time brought in the go-ahead run?
Yeah, he had a double.
Yeah. So to say he's been cold is not exactly accurate. Pitches outside 1-0. Unfortunately, that 3-2 lead did not last very long.
It did not.
Last night. The 1-0, both runners go. It's into left field for a base hit. Being waved around third. He's going to score as Tyler Howard and the Crabs have it within 1. It's 4-3. Joey Gomes is out to the mound. And he's going to make the change. So Sewell to second on the play will make it first and second with 1 out. Crabs have 2 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. The score is 4-3 in favor of the Prune Packers. We're going to go back to the studio for a 60-second break. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata, bottom of the 5th inning. Crabs have something going finally. First and second with 1 out, 2 runs in already. The Crabs only trail by 1, 4-3. New pitcher in the game for the Prune Packers, number 25, Tanner Bradley, out of a little-known school called the University of Oregon in the Big Ten, formerly of the Pac-12. Houston Hirschkorn will step into the batter's box. I think I speak for a lot of college sports fans, not just college baseball, but college football as well, and basketball, when I say that I miss the old Pac-12 conference.
What happened to it?
Most of the teams left, except for 2, Oregon State, Washington State, who basically became independent.
So now it's a Pac-2, huh?
Yeah, they've been calling it. Pitches up high, 1-0. But I think the Pac-12 is going to reconstitute with different teams, but it's not going to be the same. All the good teams in the Pac-12 went to other conferences, like Oregon, as I mentioned, who went to the Big Ten, which are mostly Midwestern schools. The 1-0 is up high, 2-0. What was really weird, I'm sure not a whole lot of people care, but Stanford and Cal went to the Atlantic Coast Conference. Tell me how that makes sense. The 2-0 is way high above the head of the catcher, but hits the backstop, bounces right back, so no movement on the bases. Cal and Stanford are in an athletic conference with mostly teams on the East Coast. So
That's strange.
anytime that they have to play a road game, they have to get on a plane and travel cross country. 3-0 is in there for a called strike. Is 3-1. Green one is swung on and missed. Big cut by Hirschkorn. 3-2. Two is fouled to the right and out of play. Do it again, 3-2. Crabs looking to make this a whole new ball game. 3-2, up high, ball 4. That's going to load him up. Bases loaded, 1 out.
Tate Medikoff homered last night.
And the Crabs' hottest hitter right now, Tate Medikoff, stepping in. The Crabs have to take advantage of this opportunity. We cannot be talking about this at the end of the game as a missed opportunity, as we did for multiple instances in the game on Friday. We'll see. The righty Medikoff facing the lefty Tanner Bradley. Medikoff is low and inside, 1-0. Pitch, high and outside, 2-0. There's nowhere to put Tate Medikoff. Up high, 3-0. Bases loaded, 1 out. Medikoff is 1 ball away from tying up the ball game. 3-0, up high, ball 4. This game is tied. A 4-pitch walk from Tanner Bradley ties up the game. 4-4, the bases remain loaded with 1 out. And Liam Forsythe stepping into the batter's box. He singled in the last inning.
And now, number 5, Liam Forsythe.
Crabs clawing their way back into this game.
Pitch to Forsythe. High and inside, 1-0.
2 pitchers warming in the Healdsburg bullpen. Got a right-hander warming in the Crabs bullpen.
1-0, in there for a called strike. Just caught a piece of the plate.
Right on the inside corner.
One is popped up in the infield. It's going to be the first baseman making the catch. Logan Sutter 2 away.
And now, number 35, Jacob Pappas.
Bring in Jacob Pappas.
0 for 1.
Pappas is low, 1-0. Sprayed foul off to the right and on to F Street. 1-1. 1-1, right down the middle for a called strike 1 and 2. 1-2 in the dirt, it gets away, and coming in to score is Adam Enyart, and the Crabs have the lead 5-4. Crabs take the lead on the wild pitch. The third goes Hirschkor, and the second goes Medikoff. 2-2 count. Fly ball on the right field line, and it's going to fall, just foul. Do it again, 2-2.
That foul ball brought to you by Baywood Golf and Country Club.
Well, the Prune Packers have made their share of mistakes in this series, but the Crabs have not been able to turn them into wins yet. Crabs have the lead on a mistake, a wild pitch. 2-2 swung on and missed. And the tag made, strike 3, but that's gonna do it for the Crabs. Here in the fifth, they get 4 runs. They take a 5-4 lead as we head to the top of the 6th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to F and 9th here in downtown Arcata. Top of the 6th inning, the Crabs have a 5-4 lead over the Prune Packers. New pitcher in the game for the Crabs is number 33, Cody Collins, Sac State pitcher following a Sac State starter. Cody Collins, he's been good this season. This is his 9th appearance. 17 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 13 runs, only 10 of those are earned. He's walked 5, struck out 22, 1-1 record with 1 save.
More ball game to be had here in the 81st season of Humboldt Crabs baseball this week. We have a midweek 2-game series, Tuesday and Wednesday, hosting the Berkovich Honors. 7 o'clock game time for both games. Next weekend we have a 3-game series hosting.
One other game that's supposed to be going on in the PEL right now, the West Coast Kings playing the Solano Mudcats, but no reported score there. Of course, the big game with major implications for the Crabs is going to take place tonight, 6:05 p.m. The Medford Rogues in Lincoln playing the Lincoln Potters, who are just a game back of the Crabs from that 2nd place spot. Okay, Campbell will step in, pitches up high and behind the plate, and making the catch is Forsyth. 1 away.
Are you doing a scoreboard?
Brighton Benjamin will take over while I... No, wait, Jack's coming back.
All right. Good job, Jack.
Jack was quick. I forgot I was supposed to cover for him. Souza will step in. Pitch is low, 1-0. Slow 2-0. Souza.
Souza's 0 for 2.
2-0 is popped up just behind second base, and Keenan Morris is going to give way to the second baseman Sewell, who makes the catch 2 away. That's going to bring in Max Martinez. Martinez in the dirt 1-0. Called strike right on the corner, 1-1. This is low, 2-1.
Midday clouds have burned off, and it's turning into a gorgeous afternoon.
Beautiful day here at the Arcata Ballpark.
Wind beginning to pick up a little bit.
Two-one is a slow chopper foul down the third base line, 2-2.
Martinez has a home run in 3 appearances.
2-2, sprayed foul down the right field line, out of play. 2 again, 2-2. Two pitch is a little looper that's going to drop into right field for a base hit. Our first 2 down.
Next up, number 5, Alex Leopard.
Bring in Alex Leopard. Leopard low and outside, 1-0. Misses outside, 2-0. Drops it right in there for a called strike, 2-1. Called strike. Outside part of the plate, 2-2. Runner goes, the 2-2 is high and outside. Count goes full 3-2, no throw from Forsythe down to second.
He wouldn't have had a chance anyway. We got a huge jump.
Martinez
better to eat it.
Now it's second on the stolen base. Definitely right, Benjamin. 3-2 count on Alex Leopard. 3-2, swung on and missed, foul tipped into the glove, strike 3, and that's going to do it for the Prune Packers here in the 6th. The Crabs hold on to a 5-4 lead. So we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to F and 9th here at downtown Arcata. We got a change from the dugout, the Prune Packers dugout. It is actually Hayden Hattenbach who's on the mound wearing number 25 of Tanner Bradley.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
You know,
what's his name?
Makes our job really easy when
Hayden
guys
what?
are not wearing the correct uniform. Hayden Hattenbach.
Coming back for the Humboldt Crabs, number 3, Timmy
Out of UC Santa Barbara. I believe he pitched against the Crabs in Healdsburg. Timmy Reed will step in. Mr. Reed is up high 1-0.
UC Santa Barbara, my graduate school.
Oh, that's right. I've heard that campus is very pretty.
It's a pretty campus, sure is.
Not too far away from the beach. The 1-0.
It's right on the beach.
Dirt 2-0.
Sure missed the weather there.
Oh, boo-hoo. The 2-0 is up high 3-0. Is up high, ball 4.
Well, Hattenbach, I'm sure Tanner Bradley's happy that we got the name right now. Because Hattenbach is not pitching well.
Yeah.
He's seriously having trouble with his control.
Joey Gomes is going to go out to talk.
And that's going to be it.
His pitcher, and they're going to make the change. So, Prune Packers will make the change. We're going to go back to the studio for a 60-second break. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata. Bottom of the 6th inning. The pitcher on the mound for the Prune Packers. Supposedly, it's number 21, Raul Valdivia, although not really sure about anything anymore.
Unless he switched uniforms with somebody.
Who knows at this point. Gonna bring in Keenan Morris. Runner at first, nobody out.
And might I point out here in the bottom of the sixth, those of you that know what's
Well, we have some time. Let's go through some scores from around Major League Baseball. The Giants already played today. In fact, they played a game at 9 a.m. West Coast time because they were in Toronto. A noon start local there. And the Giants got swept, losing 8-6 to the Toronto Blue Jays.
Shocking.
Giants are a pretty bad baseball team.
They're headed directly for 500.
Yep. I'm afraid you're right. Let's see.
But you know, that's great. They're right in the meaty center, as George Costanza says. They're not trying too hard, not falling behind.
Your West Sacramento A's lost 8-2 to the Cleveland Guardians.
Ouch.
Might need to crawl back. Let's see. Is 3-3 Brewers and the Dodgers down in Los Angeles. So Keenan Morris will step in. Morris misses up high, 1-0. Graham's looking to add on. To Morris, a fly ball into left center field. Left fielder racing in and making the catch. It's Alex Leopard. One away.
754 of you beautiful baseball fans.
754 people here at the ballpark today. Pretty standard for a Sunday.
Next up, number 17, Tyler Howard.
I'll bring in Tyler Howard. Feeling, Benjamin, that Crabs are not going to win this game with the 5 runs that they have.
I know, yeah.
Pitch to Howard is in there for a called strike, 0-1.
Yeah, I have a similar feeling.
Runner goes, 0-1 is fouled back to the screen, so Timmy Reed would have had second stolen easily. He's going to have to return to first.
Timmy Reed's been on base 3 times again today.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, of course, we've talked about it many times. His batting average is not great. However, his on-base percentage is very good. And in today's
well
day and
over
age,
400.
Today's day and age, an on-base percentage is way more important than batting average. 0-2 is sprayed foul off to the right. 0-2. Pitches way up high and inside. 1-2. Timmy Reed, a .396 on base percentage coming into today's game.
Yeah, so it's gone up now. It's over 400, I bet now.
To Howard. Reed goes again, pitches in the dirt. This time he will steal second easily. Of course, another number that's really important, that's a lot of people would argue is more important than batting average, is OPS.
Yes, definitely.
2-2 is a high chopper up the middle over the pitcher. The shortstop coming in, barehands it, will not have a play. Reed to third. Howard reaches on the infield single, first and third, 1 out. Let's bring in Cam Sewell. RBI single in his last at bat. Contributed to that 4-run inning in the bottom of the 5th. Runner goes from first. The pitch is outside. No throw. Howard's going to steal it easily. That's a big stolen base.
It sure is, because that takes away the possibility of the double play.
Crabs have been getting really good jumps today.
Well, they win when they're aggressive on the bases like this. So now
right.
Healdsburg's going to bring the infield in when they can be. I mean, they haven't had the opportunity really, but.
Howard fouled straight back.
He just missed it.
Sewell fouled straight back, 1-1. He just missed that. It's right on it. And that was right in his zone, too. Just up high. Right down the middle. 1-1 is swung on and missed.
Yeah, that was a good pitch.
That pitch also right down the middle, but had some good movement. 1-2. One, two outside. 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Dropped by the catcher, throw down to first. Will complete the play, 2 away. That was a filthy pitch from Valdivia. Second and third, 2 outs now. Bring in Adam Enyart. He has 2 hits today, including an RBI single. Last time up. Enyart, this is up high, 1-0.
Good take.
Misses up high again, 2-0. Two-0 pitch in the dirt. Out goes a 3-0. Houston Hirschkorn on deck. First base, of course, is open. For a called strike 3-1. One pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. Another filthy pitch from.
That's just 2.
Valdivia. That goes full 3-2. And Valdivia steps off. 3-2 is popped up, shallow right field. The second baseman going out. Right fielder racing in, and the second baseman makes the catch, almost colliding with his right fielder, but makes the catch. That's going to do it for the Crabs here in the 6th. They fail to score, but they lead 5-4 as we head to the top of the 7th. Stay tuned. The Professor Benjamin Schaefer will take you the rest of the way. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to F and 9th Streets here in downtown Arcata. Top of the 7th inning, the Crabs lead the Prune Packers by a score of 5-4. Will be Sutter, Sabatere, and Grimmer due up for the Prune Packers against Cody Collins. And now to take you the rest of the way, here is the Professor, Benjamin Schaefer, and Robin Guyver's having some sort of conversation with the
I don't know
two
what
of
that's
the
about.
umpires.
Asking him something. He came out to ask something, and I'm not sure what that could be about.
No idea. Oh, the third
One of the
umpire
umpires was not on the field. Now he's coming back out. So I'm not sure what the holdup is, but still some confusion. Whatever's going on, Robbins seems to be getting a little more agitated. I don't know.
Well, it looks like one of the Prune Packer players went over to go with Nate Keys, the Crabs trainer, over to get looked at.
Oh, okay.
I think that
Could that have been
the issue.
Haggard, who came out of the game?
It didn't look like him.
Okay, hard to know. Well,
But
so
it was hard to tell.
all is well. And here's Sutter to lead it off for the Prune Packers. He's 1 for 3. Crabs leading 5-4. 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Crabs. 4 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for Healdsburg. Crabs trying to take one game of this 3-game series. And now the Crabs manager and the Robin and the Healdsburg manager having a conversation as the pitch comes inside 1-0. So yeah, it might be one of their players over there in the training room.
Yeah, I think it's being looked at by Nate Keys. I don't know what the deal is.
The 1-0. Slider taken for a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 from Cody Collins, who came in relief in the 6th inning.
But in my biased opinion, we have the best training staff in summer collegiate baseball.
The 1-1. High bounder over to third. Hirschkorn has it. Throw to first is in time. 1 away.
Nate Keys, Chad Farrow do a great job. Along with Jamie Schaefer down there, who is also on the Cal Poly Humboldt training staff. She does a great job as well.
How does she spell it? She
She
probably puts a C in there.
SCH.
Yeah, all these people put a C in their name. Here's Savatari. 0 for 1. He came in as a pinch hitter, as a pinch runner actually in the 3rd inning for Agard. He fouls that one up against the screen. The 0-1 outside.
Also, if you go to any College of the Redwoods football games this fall, you will also see Nate Keys and Chad Farrow there as well.
And you.
And me.
And Mitchell.
And Mitchell Monge.
One
I
on
already
the
did
count.
the plug earlier.
Breaking pitch on the outside corner. Great pitch. Backdoor slider. 1-2 now to Sabatari.
Need to get you to a game, Benjamin.
Eh.
I'll get you up in the booth.
Eh. The booth might be cool. 1-2 the count. And that's fouled out of play. I have been to one football game in my life. It was a Rams game, I think.
I mean, the home football games for CR take place at the place where you work. So,
Do they really?
yeah, the Redwood Bowl.
I had no idea.
I think I've told you this several times.
I had no idea. 1-2 the count.
So it's a pretty familiar setting. I mean, your office is right next to the Redwood
It's
Bowl.
like 100 yards from the bowl. Yeah, the 1-2 misses high. 2-2. That's the big round thing. If you walk up the hill, right, where the track
Yep.
and everything,
Yep.
where we have graduation, that's the only time
Yep.
I go there.
Well, you were not at Humboldt State football games like I was.
No. 2-2 the count. It's fake grass, you know.
I know. I've been on the field.
2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. And there's a breaking pitch away, and the count goes full now to Sabatari. 1 out, nobody on. Crabs leading 5-4 in the 7th. (3-2). Ground ball out to second, and it kicks off Sewell's glove. I think that's got to be an error on Sewell. It was not hit hard. He did have to range to his right to make the play, but it just kicked off his glove. He would have had him if he caught it, so I'll call that an error. Runner at first. First error of the game for the Crabs. Now throw over there.
Not an easy call, but I agree with you.
Yeah, that was. It was not hit hard enough to really be like a bad hop single. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's Grimmer, 2 for 3, and he takes a huge cut at a pitch at his eyes, 0-1.
Hey, being an official score is not easy.
No, it's not. This is the weight of the world. The 0-1, runner goes. Pitches outside to throw to second. He's a dead duck. Great throw by Liam Forsyth.
Beautiful.
Right on the money. 2 away. Huge out.
Huge.
Crabs nursing a 1-run lead. Two and 1 to Grimmer, and he takes low and inside.
Yeah, I had 1-1 then, but I wasn't sure.
And the next pitch way inside. Oh, I see it. Now it's 3-1. It was 2-1 on the last pitch. So 3-1 now to Grimmer. (3-1). Uh-oh, hit high and deep to right field. It's going to go foul. And buddy hit that on the roof of the City Hall.
Ooh.
Is that? And it's a foul ball.
Foul
He
ball.
was headed
Foul
towards first, but that was foul by a little bit, not that much. And that just missed tying the ball game.
Well, that was 106 miles per hour off the
Yeah,
bat to hit
he smashed it.
409 feet.
Yeah,
Don't throw it there again.
it's about the longest foul ball we've seen all season.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Don't throw a pitch down and into him. 3-2. And he hits that one in the center field, but right at Reed to end the inning. No runs, no hits. There was an error and nobody left. And at the end of 6.5, the Crabs lead 5-4. Now it's time for the 7th inning stretch with the world famous Crabs Grass Band.
Reached the point of the 7th inning stretch. Time to limber up, stand up with your friends, fellow baseball fans, for the 7th inning stretch.
All right, take me out to the ball game. Another cracker jack of a ball game here at the Arcata Ballpark. Crabs leading 5-4 in the bottom of the 7th. It'll be Hirschkorn, Metcalf, and Forsyth. And Valvidia has an interesting way of warming up. The first 2 pitches, he ran towards the plate and threw them. So I've never seen before.
That's interesting. By the way, I mentioned this a few times, but big game tonight in regards to the standings for the Crabs. The Medford Rogues take on the Lincoln Potters at 6:05 p.m. tonight in Lincoln. The Potters coming into this game only 1 game back of the Crabs for that second and final spot in the PEL Championship Series. So if you're a Crabs fan, you want the Rogues to win that game. Rogues did the Crabs a huge favor last night by winning 3-2 over the Potters last night. If you want to watch that game, by the way, at 6:05, you can head over to Brian Welch's YouTube channel. Just search Brian Welch on YouTube. You can watch the game there. He does a great job doing games for the Medford Rogues. So make sure to tune in because very important game for the Crabs.
This week
other
coming
than their
up,
own game.
Yeah, after that, and this week in the middle of the week, it'll be the Berkovich Honors Tuesday and Wednesday night. And then the Rogues come in for more league games next weekend.
Yep, final regular season league series with the Medford Rogues.
So here's Hirschkorn. He's 1 for 2. Raul Valdivia out on the mound for his second inning of work. Valdivia's pitch misses high. Metcalf on deck, then Forsyth. One-0. Breaking pitch on the outside corner, 1-1. Hard to escape the nagging feeling that the Crabs are going to need some insurance.
I know. I'm not comfortable.
The 1-1. Ooh, interesting hesitation there. And the pitch misses low and away.
Valdivia kind of
bounces all the way up to the backstop.
Did a little bit of the Johnny Cueto.
Yeah, little hesitation. 2-1 the count. Johnny Cueto was fun to watch pitch.
Man, I miss that guy.
I miss him too. The 2-1. Swung on and missed. A good slider. Donovan Chase, 2-2. Two pitch. Looped in the right center field and caught on the run by Grimmer.
Good play.
Nice catch. 1 away. Here's Metcalf. He's 1 for 2. Looks like we've got Cedar Klein warming in the Crabs bullpen.
He's been good.
And there's a breaking pitch taken for a strike. 0-1 to Metcalf.
The Arcata High kid, his dad sits behind home plate at pretty much every game.
The 0-1 fouled away, same pitch.
My brother Finn and Cedar Klein were teammates on the
oh, really?
2023 Arcata High team that won the North Coast Section Championship here at the Arcata Ballpark.
Well, he has been good. The 0-2, the hesitation. Misses low and outside. Did he go around? No way, come on. He barely flinched. Doesn't hurt to ask.
I think it was close enough to ask, but he didn't go.
1-2. And that's swung on and missed. It gets away. He's headed down to first. The throw is not in time. So Medikoff makes it to first on the strikeout. Wild pitch.
Next up, number 5, Liam Forsyth.
Or Medikoff, excuse me. Here's Forsyth. Forsyth's 1 for 3. And the pitch, fastball way outside. The 1-0. Slap foul over in the right field picnic area. One and one to Forsyth. I don't think Medikoff is much of a threat to go.
I don't think he has too many steals.
Had a short lead. The 1-1 swung on and missed, took something off, and had Forsyth way out in front of it. 1 and 2.
Yeah, Medikoff only has 1 stolen base.
He doesn't have very much of a lead over there. A 1 and 2 the count. And the pitch. Rides high with a fastball, and the count goes even. Two balls, 2 strikes. In the dirt, and the count goes full.
Thanks, Matt.
3 and 2 to Forsyth. Medikoff over at first, 1 out. Valdivia sets, and the pitch is high, and he walks in. So 2 on now for Jacob Pappas.
Next up, number 35, Jacob Pappas.
Pappas is 0 for 2. And the pitch way outside, 1-0.
Thanks for your help, guys.
1-0 in there for a strike. 1-1. That was the change right at the edge of the top edge of the strike zone. Medikoff at second, Forsyth at first. They're in it on first baseman is in at the bag, is in on the grass, excuse me, and the next pitch is low and outside. 2-1. The 2-1. Grounded out to short. Over to second for 1, back to first, and that's a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. For the Crabs, no runs, there were no hits, there were no errors, and a runner left. And at the end of 7, they lead 5-4. This is tenuous Crabs baseball, 106.7, 107.3 FM. We are back. Top of the 8th inning, McCoy, Prather, and Campbell. It's a bat for Healdsburg with the Crabs leading 5-4. Hickman Steele out in the mound now in relief of Collins.
Is this the first inning for Steele? Okay. Taking the mound.
And Max Hippensteel has been great this season.
Well, he's been the best reliever for the Crabs by far.
And came in Friday night. He was good Friday night.
Let's see, this is his 12th game. 24 1/3 innings pitched. In those 24 1/3, he has only given up 4 runs, walked 7, struck out 33, a record of 2-1, 3 saves. Unfortunately, the one loss on his record was because of that.
It was Friday night. He gave up the
home run that he gave up, which
Friday night
gave up a home run to a very good hitter.
That's it. Otherwise, he's been great. So here's, it'll be McCoy leading it off.
You got it. You got it. Tucker's with a T. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for Mr. James Tucker. James Tucker, we need to meet with your company at the restroom. We need James Tucker to the ladies' restroom. It's important. Thank you. This is number 9.
So here's McCoy to lead it off. He's the DH in tonight's game. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. A big cut from McCoy there, 0-1. The 0-1 took something off and had him way out in front. 0-2. Great pitch. Hippensteel sets. Leg kick in the dirt. 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Nasty curve. And that's it for McCoy. 1 away. Here's Prather. 2 for 3 with a double.
Next up, number 3, the Yankee Prowler.
And he pops one high in the air on the left side of the infield. Morris camped under it on the grass, 2 away. And here's Campbell. He's 0 for 3.
Next up, number 2, Caden Campbell.
And the pitch to Campbell. Breaking pitch called. A strike on the outside corner. Great pitch right on the black. 0-1. The 0-1. Cued foul over towards first base side. 0-2. I sure hope Max Hippensteel is only a junior or something. So we can sign him again next year.
Yeah, I have to check on that.
So 0-2 the count.
He is a sophomore, actually.
Excellent.
So
excellent. We can get him 2
very
more years,
good.
right?
Well, we'll see. I don't think it's always in the hands of the players as far as what
where they
summer
go.
ball team they can play for.
0-2 now the count to Campbell.
Sure, if it was Hippie's choice, he'd be back.
The 0-2. Tapped in front of the plate. Forsythe has it and throws him out. And Hippensteel makes quick work of the Prune Packers here in the top of the 8th inning. Crabs lead at 5-4. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 107.3 FM. All right, bottom of the 8th inning, Reed, Morris, and Howard to bat for the Crabs, leading 5-4. Looks like we have another pitcher on the mound maybe for Healdsburg. Is this 31, it looks like?
Well, 31, Brandon Mann pitched last night. This is not him.
No, it's not him, no.
It's 30.
30.
And that is Hunter Hargan, we think. There was a player wearing the wrong uniform earlier.
So the 4th pitcher of the night, of the afternoon, Hunter Hargan, will take over for Raul Valdivia. Hunter Hargan.
Don't forget, kids get to run the bases every Sunday like today's following the game. Now we line up at third base side.
All right, tense ball game. Crabs clinging to a 5-4 lead. Here's Timmy Reed. He's been on base 3 times already today, 2 hits and a walk. And just the guy we like to see up there at this part of the game.
He's been good.
Wouldn't be surprised to see him try to lay down a bunt. And the pitch, and he is bunting, and he bunts it foul.
Timmy Reed's definitely one of those under-the-radar players for the Crabs that deserves a lot more credit for the way he's been playing.
I think he's been great, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, of course, guys like Sewell and Enyart, Keenan Morris get talked about a lot, but Timmy Reed's been one of those guys who's been quietly doing a great job.
The 0-1. See if he's bunting again. No, he's swinging away this time, and he takes a fastball for a strike at the knees, right at the
Perfect
knees,
pitch.
exactly. 0-2, great pitch. It's 0-2. Next pitch is outside, 1-2. 1-2. We need to get that trained squirrel monkey back up here through the scoreboard. 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's all for Reed. One away. Here's Morris. I mean, he probably eats fewer peanuts.
Jack is the best scoreboard operator in the Pacific Empire.
He absolutely is. He's
Put
on
some-
the west. I would
put some respect
I
on
would
his
venture
name.
to say on the West Coast.
Oh, yeah.
So here's Morris with one out.
I would put him up against any other scoreboard operator in this league.
Absolutely.
No question.
Here's the pitch. Foul tipped up against the screen. 0-1. The 0-1 to Morris in the dirt. 1-1. Morris today is 1 for 4. One out, nobody on. Bottom of the 8th inning. Hargett sets and deals. 1-1 is hit in the air to left field. Leopard is there, 2 away. And that brings Tyler Howard to the bat with 2 outs. He's 1 for 4.
Happy anniversary. Next up, number 17, Tyler Howard.
And the pitch fouled up against the screen. The 0-1. Again fouled up against the screen, and quickly Hargett is ahead of Howard, 0-2. The 0-2. Swung on and missed, got him, inning over. Crabs go 1-2-3 in the 8th. Stay tuned. Last chance for the Prune Packers. Coming up, Crabs leading 5-4. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 107.3 FM. All right, here we go. Top of the 9th inning, Crabs clinging to a 5-4 lead. Max Hippensteel looking for the save, and the Crabs looking to come back and win this game on Sunday afternoon and take 1 out of 3 of the series. And I really thought they were out of it early, but they fought their way back. And so now they have the lead.
This is just the guy you want on the mound in this situation.
It'll be Souza, the 9-hitter, then Martinez and Leopard. And Martinez is homered. And that's, other than that, Leopard and Souza are both 0 for 3.
You don't want to mess around, because if anybody gets on, then Logan Sutter might come up.
That's right. Just get.
You don't want that guy to come up. And I guess the good thing for the Crabs is that behind Sutter, Osorio Agard is out of the game. So,
yeah, let's hope it doesn't go that far.
Let's just not mess around, as I said.
So here's Souza. He has struck out and popped a second twice. Hippensteel. Deep breath. Tense 9th inning. Here we go. Souza, left-handed hitter. Hippensteel sets the kick in the air to center field. Reed is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
It started any better than that.
Here's Martinez. 2 for 3 with a home run. Hippensteel sets. And the pitch. Breaking pitch, just low, barely low. Wow. Close pitch, good take by Martinez, 1-0. Next pitch is popped in the air, out of play. And the count goes to 1-1. Ball and a strike to count. And the pitch. 1-2. One is just low again. 2-1. Hippensteel's 2-1 is fouled out of play, and the count goes even. Two and two. The pitch. In the dirt, and the count goes full. Three and two. Hippensteel comes home. Uh-oh, hit hard and deep in the left center field. That is going to be gone. Tie ball game. Second home run of the game for Martinez. And he hit it out of the deepest part of the park, right over the 394 sign in center field. Second home run of the series. Hippensteel's given up. So much for the 5-4 lead.
That hurts.
Here's Alex Leopard. 0 for 3. Well, I just had a feeling one run wasn't going to be enough.
Yeah.
That ball was crushed. 107 off the bat.
414 feet.
And there's a strike. Bell high, 0-1. So now Hippensteel's job is to keep it tied, obviously. See if the Crabs can play to run in the ninth. The 0-1. Rides high with a fastball, 1-1. The 1-1. High and inside, 2-1. Now Hippenstein looks a little rattled now. Hippensteel, excuse me. 2-1. The 2-1 way high. 3-1. He gave up the winning run Friday night on the home run, and now today the tying run on another home run. 3-1. And that's ball 4. So Leopard will go down to first. Here's Sutter. 1 for 4. And the pitch. Breaking pitch is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. The 0-1 is high. Change up. One and one. Uh-oh, that's hit high in the air to left field, and that's gone. 2-run home run. And Healdsburg leads 7-5. Here's Savatari.
Next up, number 1, Antonelli.
He is 1 for 4 with a double. And the pitch. That's drilled in the center field, but Reed near the warning track has it for out number 2.
Next up, number 19, Blake Grimmer.
Here's Blake Grimmer, 2 for 4. Bottom of the 9th for the Crabs. It'll be Sewell, Enyart, and Hirschkorn. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. A good changeup. 0-1. The 0-1. Check swing. Pitch is outside, 1-1. Ooh, just misses inside. 2-1. Hardly matters now.
Yep.
Crabs down 7-5. The 2-1. This is high.
I feel terrible for Hippie. I mean,
Yeah, it's terrible.
He's been so good. I mean,
he has been good, but this series
he's
really
just been hit hard.
This series, the
3
home run
times
Friday night and 2 home runs today, and it just shows how good these hitters are on Healdsburg.
Yep.
The 3-1 foul out of play.
That foul ball brought to you by the Fireplace on F Street in Arcata.
Count goes full. Three and two. That's lashed foul past first. Count remains 3 and 2. Hip and steal, rocks and kicks, and that's hit in the air to center field. Rushing in is Reed, and he makes a sliding catch for out number 3. Nice play, and ends the inning. However, Healdsburg comes up with 3 runs on 2 home runs, and at the end of 8.5, they lead at 7-5. This is dejected Crabs baseball, 107.3 FM. We have a new pitcher on the mound to close out the game. Tucker Bougie in for Hunter Hargett. Fifth pitcher of the afternoon for Healdsburg. They have 7 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. Crabs 5 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. For the Crabs, it'll be Sewell, Enyart, and Hirschkorn. Trailing by 2 in the bottom of the 9th. On the verge of being swept in this series.
Don't forget more baseball.
I mean, all you can say is they've been outplayed all 3 games. I mean,
Yep.
I mean, that's the sad truth is they, Healdsburg made the plays when they needed to and got the offense when they needed it. So here's Sewell. He's 1 for 4. Bougie sets, here's the pitch, and he bunts it down to third base line, foul.
Next up, Crabs designated hitter number 16. Pardon me.
0-1 to Sewell. And the next pitch. Breaking pitch, backdoor slider misses outside. 1-1. The 1-1, swung on a miss, good fastball. 1-2. The 1-2 misses low, and the count goes even. Two and two. In the air, shallow left field. And that's going to be caught by Leopard, one away.
Make way for the back kid, Bella Holmgren.
Here's Enyart. He's 2 for 4.
And now Crabs designated hitter number 16, Adam Enyart.
And the pitch. A big swing and a miss, 0-1. Yoan in there for a strike on the inside corner. A good breaking pitch. And Enyart in an 0-2 hole. The 0-2. Ooh, thought about it. Pitch was outside, 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. 2 away. Crabs are down to their last out. It'll be up to Hirschkorn. He's 1 for 3. Crabs do not have an extra base hit in this game. And the pitch. Misses inside with a slider. The 1-0. Lined right at the first baseman, and that's the ball game. Crabs lose it by a final score of 7-5 for Healdsburg. 7 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. For the Crabs, 5 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. The loss goes to Hippensteel. The win goes to Hunter Hargett. The Crabs drop the whole series, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens with the Potters.
Yep, that sucked.
Well, they were outplayed. I mean, all you can say is that they were just outplayed all weekend.
Yep.
And, you know,
not really much.
It's not like they got bad breaks or anything. They just lost.
Yep.
So Healdsburg continues their winning ways. They go to 21 and 3, 20 and 3, or 21 and 3 now. And the Crabs drop to 32 and 8.
Yep.
So Tuesday night it'll be the Brickovich Honors. Tuesday and Wednesday, those are not league games. Both games are at 7 o'clock. Till then, have a great weekend. This is Crabs Baseball 107.3 FM.